Hello and welcome to my channel, Talisman Tarot. In this reading I want to ask the cards and spirit directly through channeling about what the friends of the person on your mind is saying about you to the person on your mind. And I have 5 groups here that you can choose from. This will be group number 1, this will be group number 2, this will be group number 3, this will be group number 4, and this will be group number 5. And so I will ask you to use your intuition and choose the group that speaks to you the most, the group that catches your eye, and that group will be your group. And if you need any more time to choose, you can always just pause the video. You can also wait until after this introduction. There will be an image of all the groups up close and personal, so check that out too. And when you know which one is your group, go down to the description box below and find the timestamp for your particular group and click on that, and your reading should appear in front of you. And while you're down there in the description box below, make sure to check out my guide on how to book a personal reading from me. I love doing personal readings for you guys. It's always a pleasure, so please check that out. But let's focus on this reading right here. Choose your group and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, group number 1. You chose the Grunge Tarot, and I'm going to start with some channeling and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 1, the people who will choose group number 1? What do group number 1's person's friends tell group number 1's person about group number 1? That you're not all that. That you think you're all that, but you're actually not all that. That you're mid. Okay. But this is the same type of person who would say that Margot Robbie is mid and that she shouldn't have played Barbie in the Barbie movie. So, you know, don't take this as an insult, because in a way this person is putting you in the same category as Margot Robbie. So, you know, but it's like this person is, like, I feel like this friend is telling your person that they could do better, but truly, you know, that's not the case, because I feel like, and that's, I feel like the friend knows that, but they are trying deliberately to heighten your person's standards to oblivion, to the point where it's impossible to find somebody. And I think they're doing that on purpose because they truly don't want their friend to find anyone. They want their friend to be single forever, because I'm getting like that this friend, this other, your person's friend, is an incel, chronically online, has a lot of brain rot, and, you know, this person is not getting any bitches, so they're quite miserable, and misery loves company, you know. So I think they want your person to be single forever, so that they can be single together, and so that they can continue to play video games and continue to hang out and smoke weed or whatever they do when they're together. Like they want to keep having that same connection, and they would feel like if you two got in a relationship, that would be the end of an era for them, because, you know, that would mean that, you know, they can't be friends anymore, because suddenly they would be the third wheel, and they don't want to be the third wheel. They don't want to have to think about you and you and your person as a package deal, that every time they would have to hang out with your person, they would have to hang out with you too, or that's how they feel for whatever reason, that means that they can never hang out anymore, that it's just jealousy. They are afraid that you're going to take them away from them, like take their friend away from them. So they talk a lot of shit. And it's not all, you know, it's kind of a stretch, you know, this person is reaching, like they're trying really hard to find something on you, but the fact of the matter is that this person doesn't even know you. The friend doesn't know you. And so your person knows that they don't know you, obviously. And the good thing here is that your person is very defensive towards this friend. You know, they defend you. They are very dismissive of all these friends' opinions. You know, they don't give a shit. Like, they don't give a fuck what this person is saying. They don't listen. They don't value their opinion. And they don't hold this friend in very high regards, which is kind of sad, because it feels like for this friend, your person is their whole world, kind of. But it's not really reciprocated in the same, like, I don't think your person needs this friend. They are just hanging out with this friend out of habit, or for them, like for their sake, so that, because they know that this friend would get lonely if they don't hang out, you know, so they might be just doing it for them, like as a favor to them. So it's, you know, it doesn't seem like your person really wants to hang out with this person, with this other person, like the friend, that it's, I'm getting shut up, like that sort of energy from your person towards the friend. Every time the friend starts talking shit, like it's like, oh God, shut the fuck up. Like, what are you even saying? Like, what do you know? Like, you don't even know this person. Like, what? And I feel like, yeah, your person doesn't listen, so don't worry about this friend. But yes, this friend does have some things to say about you. They have seen like a photo of you, a selfie that you took, and they assume that you think that you're all that because you took a selfie, and that you must be self-absorbed because you took a selfie and put it on your Facebook account as a profile picture, you know, which is quite normal. You know, it's not a rare thing for people to take a selfie and put it on Facebook as a profile picture. Like, what's going on? But this person, like the friend is, I guess the friend gets really triggered when someone is pretty and knows it. Like that's the worst thing that anybody can do, is know that they're pretty, like that. I don't know. And I'm also getting that the friend has maybe said that you're a loose goose, which is kind of funny, because who says that? like honestly, who says that? Like, you know, like that's so weird. That's such a weird phrase. But, you know, I'm getting homeschooled energy, but like homeschooled energy blended together with like being chronically online, which might be a really, really bad combination, truly. I don't know. Not that there's anything wrong with being homeschooled. I'm just saying that I feel like this friend doesn't have very good social skills. It's just, and this friend doesn't really seem to know what's going on. Like they don't really seem that much in touch with reality. Like they see you taking a selfie and they assume that you're that like they assume a lot about you just because you took a selfie, but they must not realize that, you know, that this is just something people do, and there's no deeper meaning to it. Like it's not I don't know. But I'm also getting that the friend might have said that you are just playing, that you're playing with them, that you're a tease, that you're just leading them on, like your person, that you're just leading your person on, that you don't mean anything, that you don't mean anything with what you say, like whatever you say, it's just you're just saying that, but it's that you're just playing the field, that you're just dating around. And you know, this person might, like the friend doesn't even know you. So they don't know if you play the field or whatever, but I guess they just assume that. They might just assume that because of your profile picture. You know, so it's kind of funny that, you know, this friend would accuse you of thinking that you're all that and you're actually not. And then also that you're just leading them on and that you're just playing around, you're teasing them. Like, it's just, like, what is it? You know, like, which one is it? Like, I feel like this is two different things, like, or different energies that this friend is accusing you of having. I feel like it's okay, maybe it's the same energy, I don't know. Like I just feel like the friend has all these assumptions about you and accusations that have absolutely no ground, and your person knows it. They know that their friend is just talking smack, you know. So whatever, I'm getting whatever from this person, that this person just thinks what, like the person on your mind, just every time they say something, it's like whatever, I don't even care what you have to say, like it. So I'm getting that the friend might have also said that you're a gold digger. And, you know, if you were a gold digger, you would not be going after the person on your mind, you know? And the friend should know it. They should know it by now, that, you know, that's just not, like, that just doesn't make sense. If you're a gold digger, like, why would you choose the person on your mind? It just doesn't add up. But I feel like the friend just has this assumption that all women, if you're a woman, but if you're a man, then there might be another assumption about you, just because of the way you look or the way that you present yourself on social media. That must mean that you're high maintenance, high maintenance or something. I don't know, but I'm just getting that the friend has been saying to the person on your mind that you're just after their money, that you don't want to work, so you're just looking for someone who can provide for you. But, you know, that it's just nonsense, and it's just, this person has absolutely nothing to base it on. So what even is this? You know, and the person on your mind super dismissive of everything that this person has to say. I just can't emphasize that enough. So I'm going to shuffle and see what the cards have to say about what the friends are saying about you. Queen of Cups and Four of Swords, Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, and Ace of Wands. So yeah, with the Queen of Cups, I'm getting that your person's friends are saying that you're a little bit of a tease. Yes, that you, but I feel like it's just one person, like one friend who has this opinion about you, and it might be because this friend is jealous of the attention that you're getting. That is because maybe because the friend actually deep down wants to be in your position. They want to get that attention from your person. So it might be because someone wants to take your place, that they can't stand the fact that you are getting some attention, that the person on your mind is talking about you, and maybe also talking about you in a romantic sense or as a love interest or something. Then I feel like that just makes this person frustrated, and so they try to use every trick in the book to try to kind of get this person off of the idea of being with you. So, and I feel like this person has also, like the friend has also given the person on your mind some terrible advice when it comes to you, like how they should approach you, how they should, go about this connection. Like your person might have asked this friend if the friend thinks it's a good idea to maybe contact you or send you a text message, or initiated something with you, asked you out or something. And I feel like this friend has said, no, don't do that. Ew, no. That's just desperate. That's embarrassing. You would just be embarrassing yourself if you did that. That would come across as clingy. No, don't do that. Ooh, that sort of like, and that's just the friend's way of getting them off of that idea. Like it's just a way to sabotage this connection. Okay. With the Seven of Swords, I feel like this friend has also talked about you being manipulative, that you are just, that you have hidden intentions, bad intentions, that you're just in it either for their money or for something else, or that you're just playing the field, or you're just leading them on, that there's something that you want from them, and that you're just gonna get it, and then when you get it, you're just gonna run for the hills, and they're never gonna see you again, or something like that. That you're not being sincere, whatever, I don't know. I feel like, I know this is maybe a little bit of a breach of trust, but I feel like your person, I feel like, okay, there are two different energies here. I'm getting that there are two friends here. I'm getting these two energies a little bit mixed up here. I can tell that it's getting blended. But there's the first incel energy. This is someone who plays video games all day, never really socializes with anyone because they're kind of just, in their mother's basement all the time, not really getting out, not really doing anything, and kind of, this is the type of person who would think that everybody's gold diggers, even though, even people who want to date them, they would think that they're gold diggers, even though they're living in their mother's basement. It's just a little bit of a paranoid energy. It could be because this person is a smoker, and so that might make them paranoid about everything. But, it's like, that's one energy. But then there is I feel like it could be a woman. Like, there could be a woman who is the other energy, because that seems like a male energy. I'm not gonna go into details to why that is. Of course, it could also be a female. I'm not judging based on the gender here, but I'm just more sensing a masculine energy here with the incel energy. But the woman could be the one who is actually in love with your person. And this might be the one who is saying that they shouldn't contact you, that's a bad idea, that's going to seem desperate, that's going to seem embarrassing and clingy. That's coming, I feel like that might come from a woman. This is also maybe someone who might have seen some of the messages that have been sent between you and the person on your mind. And I know that's a breach of trust. I get it. But maybe your person was kind of worried that they weren't quite understanding something that you wrote, or that they wanted to be completely certain that they didn't misinterpret something. And so they might have shown this female friend, the text message from you. And I feel like the friend took that opportunity to tear it to pieces and say that, that's a red flag or something. And so, they might have gone through if it was a long text, they might have gone through the whole text and been like, oh, that's a red flag, that's a red flag, that's a red flag, But the thing is that I think it's mostly because they want to sabotage also. Like, they just have different reasons to want to sabotage. The incel wants a friend for themselves because they don't want to grow up. The other energy I'm getting is just someone who wants them all to themselves, wants to be the one who is dating this person. So it's someone who sees you as competition. So this person is trying to eliminate the competition. So yeah. With the 9 of Cups, I think the friends see you as someone who has a little bit of that trophy wife thing going on, or they might believe that, or there might be one friend who believes that you are just looking for someone that you can be a trophy wife for. I don't think that's true, but I think that's just what the friend is assuming based on nothing, And with the Four of Swords, this could be that you know that one of the friends might have said that they think that you just want to, you know, want to be a housewife, someone who's just laying in bed all day, you know, or lying in bed, you know, that you're just someone who wants to, who doesn't want to work. That's just what I'm sensing. That you're lazy, but you know, again, I think it doesn't actually apply here, but I think it's just a friend who doesn't know you, so they think that you're just a typical woman, and that's what all women want. And so I think that's the thing. I think they just assume that because of your gender. And I'm getting a little bit of an Andrew Tate kind of energy, that I think this person, this friend is definitely an Andrew Tate supporter. They seem to believe that women are all just, you know. But I guess, you know, if this person actually listened to Andrew Tate, that would, like, I think they would also know that, you know, I think Andrew Tate actually wants women to have that sort of mindset, that all women should just want to be at home, like housewives, and be in the kitchen. So I don't see that Andrew Tate would actually have a problem with this, if that makes sense. And maybe the friend doesn't have a problem with this, but just is stating that maybe you're that typical, maybe traditional woman who wants to be at home, wants to be a trophy wife. I don't know. I don't think that's, like, I'm not getting that energy from you, but again, it's coming from people who have never met you, or one person who has never met you, has never seen anything other than a profile picture on Facebook, doesn't know what kind of education you have, doesn't know anything about you, doesn't know what job you have, you know, they just base it on absolutely nothing. So I'm going to shuffle some of these Gypsy Oracle cards just to get a little bit more information. Room reversed. So I don't know. With the room reversed, maybe the friends are saying that you're, I think this is actually your person who, like, every time your friends start saying, sorry, every time your person's friends start talking about you, I feel like your person is telling them that, you know, you're not in the room with them, so they can't talk shit about you because you're not in the room to defend yourself. That you should be in the room to defend yourself. Otherwise, it's completely unfair. And, you know, they need to also take into account that you have a say in this too, that you have a say in where this narrative is going. And that I think your person is very chivalrous in this. I think they don't like to hear people gossip about others. They don't like people talking about others behind their back, like that. Like, they don't like that. They think that's not very noble. That's not what a gentleman does. Like, that's just low vibrational and kind of sad, actually. And I think they find it pathetic. also because they're super wrong about everything they say, you know. So it's also that, you know. I'm gonna shuffle some of these archetype cards about what their friends are saying about you. Okay. Detective. Okay. That you're a detective or that they are being detectives? Spirit. Who's the detective? They might have stalked you. Okay, so it might not be completely true that they base it on absolutely nothing. Like they might have, like even though they've never met you, they might have gone through your social media accounts and not just your profile pictures. They might have also looked at your other pictures. Like there's one person who might have been stalking your social media, and this person might have found something, you know, something from way back when, you know, like something from 10 years ago where you might have said, or you might have posted something that, I don't know, that might have made them believe that you are actually a very shallow person, or that you're just playing around or playing the field, that maybe they've found out something about you, something from your past that they're holding against you. Maybe if you were married before, like they might have found that and told the person on your mind about it. But maybe the person on your mind already knew that, so it's not news to them. But it's just that I think they have been trying to like snoop around and find some dirt on you, and that's because they, you know, they want to find dirt on you. They want to have some reason to bash you and find something on you, something that they can use as a good, you know, a good reason, a good argument to make this person, the person on your mind, stop dating you. And that's just, it just seems like that is the end goal here. Okay. I feel like that's a female energy. I'm not, like, again, I'm not gonna judge based on gender, but I feel like it's just more of a female thing to do, to snoop around on social media, stalking somebody, like looking at their history, like that, like finding something from 10 years ago that they can use as an argument for something, you know. That I feel like it must be the woman. I feel like it's the woman. And I feel this is a Queen of Cups. It might be a Scorpio, Cancer or Pisces, but it doesn't have to be. But I feel like this is someone who is most definitely interested in your person. They are romantically interested in your person. And so that's why they're eliminating the competition. So it's as simple as that. So don't take it personally. So, okay, with these two cards here, the Beggar, it doesn't come as a surprise to me either that, you know, someone is trying to push that narrative that you're a gold digger, that you're a beggar, that you're someone who's just, you know, looking for someone to provide for you. But again, they have absolutely no insights into your financial situation. They don't know anything about you. So it's just bullshit. So And with the visionary reversed, it says selling insights to the highest bidder. Selling insights to the highest bidder. I don't know, it might not be insights, but you might be selling something to the highest bidder. Like there might have been something that you were selling online that might have made them think you were broke. Okay, that might make sense. So the friends might have assumed that you were broke because you said that you were selling some clothes, or something online, on Facebook Marketplace, whatever, like that. You were selling some clothes that you were not using anymore, and they assumed that if you would do that, that must mean that you're broke and you don't have any money, and that's why you are interested romantically in this person, the person that you're asking about. So okay. But I feel like they have absolutely no proof. Like they have nothing to base this on. They don't know you. I feel like they would have a different opinion about you if they actually knew you. But yeah, of course, the imagination runs wild when they actually doesn't even know who you are. So I don't know, but that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope this reading was somewhat helpful, and and just remember that your person in all of this, they are not listening to anything that their friends have to say about you. They form their own opinions. They can think independently, so you don't have anything to worry about. So that's just what I want to say. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 2. You chose this Tarot del Fuego tarot deck. And I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 2, the people who will choose group number 2? What do the friends of the person on group number 2's mind tell group number 2's person, the person on their mind, about group number 2? Oh, the friends adore you. They love you. They think you're such a good person. They find you to be a really good person, and they find you to be someone that just fits in, that they could see you fit into the friend group really well. They can see you blend in with them, and they want to spend time with you. They want to get to know you. And they also see that you have a very calming effect on the person on your mind, that you have a grasp on them, that you have a way of taming them. That sometimes I feel like the friends, they know that the person on your mind is or can be a little bit intense. That they have a little bit of that intense energy, and they can come across as slightly intimidating sometimes to people. But they have noticed, the friends have noticed that when the person on your mind is around you, they soften. Their expressions soften. They speak more softly. That there's something about your presence that makes this person more light. Like there's a light energy, there's a calm, peaceful energy. It's just, I think the friends really like the effect you have on the person on your mind. Okay, Six of Cups reversed. So they see you as very mature. They see you as someone who has a very grounding energy, a very stable energy. You have this down to earth vibe to you, where I think they feel like that is maybe what's causing the person on your mind to feel so grounded around you, that they seem to, you know, get down to earth. They seem to, like, because I feel like the person on your mind has a tendency to get a little bit, you know, a little bit airy, like they're a little bit airheaded, like their head is up in the skies. And so when this person is around you, it's like you take this person back to earth. Like, you know, so I'm going to shuffle a little bit more. Okay, Queen of Wands. So this is someone who is inside a tree. And it's, you know, it's giving me a feeling that the friends see you as someone who is very in touch with nature, I'm getting. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like the friends just see you as like a nature spirit, like that you just seem like someone who's like, I don't know if some of you are vegans, or that you have just, you know, a passion for growing plants, or, you know, or just walking around in nature, appreciating nature. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I feel like the friends, they just see you as someone who's very, very peaceful. Like there's a very peaceful energy about you. Like they could imagine you meditating, you know, having that sense of, you know, being kind of in touch with everything, in touch with nature, in touch with reality as well. That they see you as someone who is just, yeah, in touch with reality, which is maybe the opposite of what the person on your mind is. Because they get a little bit in and out of touch with reality, I'm sensing. Or that's how the friends see it, you know. Sometimes they are a little out of touch. You know? Oh, okay, Six of Wands. So this is what I'm saying. You have this power over your person where, like, this is a hand here, and the hand is, you know, spreading these wands down to these crocodiles, and the crocodiles are getting these wands in their mouth, and it's making the crocodiles, you know, soften because they can't bite. You know, it's a taming energy. It's to make sure that the crocodiles are not being aggressive. It's like that you have that power, that you can close the mouth of this person, that you can maybe also get this person to shut the fuck up sometimes when maybe the friends have tried to do that sometimes, but they haven't really succeeded at making this person like that. You just seem to have a better way of handling this person than they do, and that they see that and they see it as very special because, you know, you can do that. And if you can do that, then you must be the right person, you know, the right person for the job. That you can handle this person. And I feel like the friends, they know that it's that the person on your mind is not for everyone. I don't know why they're being so tough on this person, but they just know that, you know, it requires a very strong person to be able to handle the person on your mind. So and they see you as that strong person. That they also see you as someone who is this person's match. Like you can challenge this person. You're this person's equal. You're someone who can get in there and actually, you know, turn this person around. You know, when this person is going down the wrong path, it's like you have the power to get this person back, you know. And yeah, that you're definitely this person's match. That you can challenge this person and that you dare to do that, because not everyone dares to do that when it comes to this person, because people get an intimidating energy from them. And so I think they feel that, you know, yes, that it's just that you have a very blunt way of handling this person, that you just say it like it is, that you can say the things that other people don't say to this person, because usually people don't disagree with them. The person on your mind seems to have some kind of effect on people, where people just believe whatever they say. They agree with whatever they say. This person never gets any opposition from people, because they have a little bit of like that intense energy that people just see this person as an authority figure, or someone that they just listen to, because this person has a very convincing way of, you know, speaking. Like they speak very convincingly, and it just convinces people, and people are like, okay, if you say so, then it must be true. And you're the only one who has actually told this person that, you know, I'm not sure if I agree with that. I'm not sure if I think that's actually how it is. I feel like there's maybe something about this information that's not completely correct. And you, like, I feel like the friends can see that, and so they have said to your person that your person needs to marry you, because you're their match, you know? So, yeah. Six of Swords reversed. You're someone who is like, okay, so the friends see you as someone who stays put. You're not leaving, you're not going anywhere. You're someone who seems very stable. Like you're not trying to escape anything. Like if you're in an argument, even if it gets a little bit heated, you never walk away from an argument. Like you never get to that point where you get so angry that you just have to remove yourself from the situation. And I feel like the friends actually see that as quite honorable, that you stay till the bitter end, and that you've tried to find a solution. And so I feel like that's what makes them believe that you can handle this person. Because you're the type of person who fights for like some common ground, like fights until both of you can somehow, say that you have tried everything, like, and that they can see that in you, even if you haven't, been with your person for very long, or even if you haven't actually been with them. I feel like most of you have been with this person, like in a romantic sense, but I feel like for some of you, you're maybe just asking about someone who's an interest, a love interest, but I just feel like the friends can see that you're someone worth fighting for, because you're someone who fights for the people you love. So, there's that feeling. But that you also don't take any shit from people. Like, even though you stay till the bitter end, but you don't accept shit. Like, if someone says something to you, you're not gonna just be nice about it. You're gonna tell them that, like, how that makes you feel. But and I think they have seen that in you. They have seen that strength. The friends have seen that strength in you, where they can see that you're not afraid of speaking your mind, and that is such a fresh breath of air. Or breath of fresh air, I don't know. But it feels very different from whoever this person has dated in the past. I feel like maybe the friends have been kind of opposing some of the relationships that this person has had, because they used to be like, I feel like especially one relationship that your person has been in the past, it was kind of unequal, unbalanced, and it was like the other person was idolizing your person. That it was like that kind of, that kind of feeling where your person could do nothing wrong in their eyes, and that it wasn't good for the person on your mind to have someone idolize them in that way, because this person needs some kind of reality check sometimes. Sometimes they're doing something that isn't, the ideal thing to do, and they have to be called out on it, because if they don't get called out, they're just gonna keep doing it. And so I think the friends see that you're not idolizing this person, and that's good. I'm going to shuffle a little bit, like I'm actually going to shuffle some of these archetype cards, just to get a little bit more information about what the friends have been saying about you to your person. Okay. Child wounded, but it's reversed. So the friends see you as someone who isn't wounded. Like, you're not someone who has like a lot of baggage, which might be what your person usually goes for. That they usually find someone who is a little bit broken. And I don't know, like, I think the friends are being a little bit catty here, because I feel like they see that as, as this. Okay, I feel like the friends, they know that the person on your mind, they have some toxic traits when it comes to love, and maybe they have seen that and they know that, but they're still friends with this person, and they hold them in high regards, even though they, they know that, like, it's just a pattern that has been, like, in the past. I don't know if this is, like, I don't think they are that stuck on this pattern anymore. It was something they did maybe when they were younger, maybe as teenagers, or as a teenager, this person kind of had this, tendency to go for the more broken love partners, because it gave them, or I feel like the friends might have or one friend might have a theory that it was like this person just kind of wanted someone that would idolize them, and to find someone who would idolize them and look up to them and kind of put them up on a pedestal. It was only the broken ones who kind of did that. And I don't know, I feel like maybe this is not completely true. Like, I'm not gonna, like, I'm not gonna be completely blind to your person, because of course the friends know this person better than I do, or they've known this person for a longer time than I have. So I guess they must have seen something and experienced something where they have come to this conclusion. But like, since you're not wounded, you're not broken, that's, a good sign. And I think the friends see that as a healthy sign, that it's a sign of growth, that it seems like your person is starting to mature a little bit and look for more equal relationships where they are being challenged, where they're not, the one with all the answers. I think they have liked that, but who doesn't? Who, like, let's be real here. Like, there must, like there is something a little bit cool, or I don't know if cool is the right word, but about being the one with all the answers. I kind of see the appeal, but even though I have never been in a relationship like this before, I don't know what it's like. But I just, well, I have once. It was terrible though. But that's because, that I don't know. It's nice to feel smart, and I feel like it might have, like, in my case, I feel like the only reason why I kind of liked it for a little while was because of my own low self-esteem, that I felt like, before I got into that relationship, I felt like I was kind of, stupid, did some things, said some things that I regretted afterwards, kind of bashed myself in the head every time I said something, because I was afraid that it sounded silly or sounded stupid, or because I had a lot of social anxiety, and I still do, but and it makes me say some things where I feel like, oh God, that sounded so idiotic, and then I got in a relationship with someone who was like, oh, that's so cool, everything you're saying. And I was kind of, it was a good high, kind of, to have that feeling that, oh, everything I say sounds so smart to this person. So I get what this person was doing back then. The person on your mind. I understand why this person might have chosen to be in relationships with people who were maybe a little bit beneath them intellectually, and maybe also a little bit broken to the point where they would, see them as an authority figure, maybe, I don't know. But I feel like that's all in the past. I think this person doesn't do that anymore. They are looking for an equal now. They're looking for someone who can match them intellectually. And I think, and I definitely feel like you can. So with the Messiah reversed, okay, quite interesting. So the shadow attribute, it says exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. And, you know, don't see this as some kind of grandiosity or that they see that in you. They don't see that at all in you. What I'm seeing is that maybe the friends see you as the only means through which a cause can succeed. That you're the last call, really, for their friend. They feel like they really believe that you're the last chance for your person to find happiness. I don't know why they feel that way, or like, I don't know, but they just see you as it, like that your person should, you know, bet all their money on you, like invest in you, just put all their apples in one basket and just focus on you because you're it. You're the only means through which this cause can succeed. This cause of them finding love, you know, their friend finding love. And these friends, they really want that for their friend. They want their friend to be in a romantic relationship. They want, and if you are in a relationship with this person, I feel like the friends want this person to take the next step. They want them to put a ring on your finger. Oh, okay. But, you know, they want their friend to get married with you. And so it's good. It's good. I'm only getting good feelings here from the friends. But maybe be a little bit on the lookout, because the friends, they know that, like, I feel like the friends would actually understand if you kind of got tired of this relationship and wanted out, that they would be on your side and they would be like, oh, what did they do? Like, what happened? What did they do to you? Like, what was it? What did they say? Like, that they know that it's on them. They know that it was something they did. The person on your mind, that they know that the person on your mind did something stupid. That must be the only explanation to why you want out, you know? So that's, just keep an eye out. I don't think there are necessarily big red flags here, but I think this person is slightly difficult sometimes, and this person might say things in order to test you, you know, test the waters, see what they can get away with, and they might, you know, offend people just to see if they would forgive them. And if they forgive them, they know that that's the people that they need to invest in, or that this is where they need to put their energy. And so it's they come across as, you know, like they have a lot of good traits though, but I don't know. I feel like the friends want you to. They feel like this is a good match. and that you're the only one that they have ever seen any proper compatibility with their person, or the friend that they have, like the person on your mind, it's the only time that they have actually seen something like a union that they were rooting for. So they definitely are rooting for this. So yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 2. I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 3. You chose the Wandering Star Tarot deck, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 3, the people who will choose group number 3? What do the friends of the person on group number 3's mind tell the person on group number 3's mind about group number 3? Okay. They seem to voice some concern that you might be too domineering or too controlling. I think the friends see you as a very strong person, a very strong-willed person, that you're not someone they can run corners with, and that you're not someone who's easily manipulated, you're not easily persuaded. You're someone who sees right through them, and also sees right through your person. And, you know, they see you as someone who doesn't back down. You're someone who is very stubborn, and you have a little bit of that motherly, fatherly thing going on, that you're very nurturing, very, very caring, but you are also like a little bit of a disciplinary, like an authority figure, that you seem like someone who people listen to, because you have a very strong presence. And maybe when you get in a relationship, you might have a tendency maybe sometimes to end up in a little bit of a motherly or fatherly role in the relationship, where you end up maybe deciding things for your partner, kind of showing your partner the way. And also, you know, that you don't tolerate any bullshit. So if your partner is doing something, you're not going to tolerate that, especially if they're doing drugs or something. You're not going to just sit idly by and watch them destroy their life. You're going to take control and say, that shit's not going to fly with me. Like if you're doing that, then this relationship is over. So it's as simple as that, you know. And so maybe the friends don't like that about you, that you don't like, especially if the friends are druggies, and if your person used to be a druggie, or might still smoke weed with their friends sometimes, the friends might be afraid that you're gonna permit them from being with their friends because their friends are bad influences, or that you're maybe gonna just somehow prohibit them from doing the things that the friends are doing, and that's gonna end that it's going to end the friendship. So they might be just selfish and they don't want to lose their friend, so they see you as a threat to the status quo, like of the friendship, like that they like to be able to smoke weed and have like nights out where they might do some heavier drugs or something. So I don't know. But I'm also getting that they're afraid that you're going to swallow their friend whole, and that you're not going to spit them out. That you're someone that you're a little bit domineering, or that maybe they also feel like their friend is kind of submissive, or might have always been a little bit submissive in relationships, and they're maybe afraid that that pattern is going to repeat itself, and that they're going to end up in a relationship where they are going to lose themselves, and that they're going to just melt together with their partner, and that you two are just going to become one, because that has happened before in this person's previous relationship. They might have, stopped hanging out with their friends because they got too caught up in the relationship. And so instead of the friends looking at the person on your mind as the person who was maybe to blame for this, they always look in the wrong direction. They look at the partners and think that there must be something wrong with the partners, and that it must be a pattern that keeps repeating itself because their friend has a type that they're going for, and that they always fall in love with someone who's dominant and controlling and a tyrant or whatever. But the thing is that they don't quite understand that the reason why their friend is always getting into these relationships is because their friend is submissive. They have a submissive friend. Someone like their friend is submissive in relationships. They like to have someone take the lead. And they like to be saved. They have some kind of they have that. They have a kink for someone who has a savior complex. They like that. They fall in love with that because they want to be saved. And I don't know if you have a savior complex, but it's okay if you have, But I think they get submissive because they know that, that they are on the wrong path in life, and that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. And so they might need that guidance to get back on track. And I think in the past, in the previous relationship, they might have even used the relationship as an excuse towards their friends, where they didn't want to admit to their friends that they were looking for a way out, that they got into this relationship to get away from the friends, because they knew maybe deep down that the friends were bad for them, that they got them in trouble, that they got them in addiction again, and that it's something that they were tired of. So they might have, every time the friends might have called your person up while they were in a relationship with that other person, then the person on your mind said that they couldn't hang out, that it was because they had to spend time with their girlfriend or boyfriend, because that was a better excuse than to say to the friends that they actually don't want to hang out with them anymore because it always ends in trouble. Instead of so in a way they also created this monster, that they created this the reason why their friends always demonize their partners is because they have maybe put some fuel on the fire by saying that it's always maybe the girlfriend or boyfriend's fault that they do the things that they do, even though it's their own choice, and maybe even only their choice, and they just pin it on the girlfriend or boyfriend because that is easier to tell their friends it's easier to sell that idea that there's just a common enemy and that they're just, in some kind of Stockholm syndrome, just, being captivated into this or captured into this, and that they are just as much of a victim as they are to this, and that it makes it easier on the friends, maybe also for the friends to understand that it's not them, or that I just feel like maybe I kind of understand what this person was doing back then. That it's easier to tell your friends that it's someone else that is the reason why they can't, why you can't hang out with the friends like that. It just, it makes sense. And so, but I feel like that's why the friends are looking critically at you and kind of demonizing you, even though they don't even know you, but they see you as a part of a pattern. So if that makes sense, I'm going to shuffle and see what the cards have to say. About what the friends are saying. Okay, 10 of Wands. So the friends might be saying that I don't know, like it's a very self-sacrificing energy, because this woman is sacrificing herself on the fire here. I'm getting the feeling that maybe they think of you as self-sacrificing, but I don't know quite what that, like, but it kind of makes sense with the nurturing energy that you have. Like, you're very helpful, you help others, you're a very caring person, you're someone who cares about people, and that also makes it hard for the friends to kind of demonize you, because if they have met you, they might have only gotten a good impression of you because you seem very nice, you seem soft spoken, you seem like a mild, kind person, but they might still believe that, when you and your person, if you're in a relationship with them, when you're behind closed doors, they think you changed and become like a tyrant, and that you're just domineering and controlling, and then you just call all the shots and, tell this person that they can't hang out with their friends anymore or whatever, or can't smoke weed with their friends anymore, and that you're just a party pooper, and that you do all this after the fact, or after, when that you have two sides of you, or that they might be assuming that you have two sides, that you have this very friendly side to you, where you're so sweet and so understanding and so nice and sympathetic, and then they think you're also like that you must have this other, more vicious, more, I don't know, like that you have this dark side but I don't think you have that actually. And it's not dark, it's actually the nicest possible thing, especially if your person has an addiction and you're just trying to help this person out by setting some boundaries, by saying that, it's not okay, that, giving this person an ultimatum that you're going to leave them if they continue to take drugs, that, or I don't know what what this is about. It could also be about drinking. It doesn't have to be like hard drugs or something, but you might have set some boundaries, set some rules, ground rules. You know, in my house we don't wear shoes, but also in my house we don't drink alcohol. We don't, you know, or whatever. If you have some, like, I don't know what the shoes is about. Like, maybe there was an incident where you might have said to someone, maybe if one of the friends came over and you told them to take off their shoes, they might have gotten angry over that and thought you were so controlling because you asked them to take their shoes off, even though, you know, it's not a big ask, you know. So I don't know what, but I'm also just getting these small things. It could either be an addiction that this person has, or your friends might just see you as someone who decides too many things, are like micro controlling with certain things, like taking off the shoes, or like that people need to follow certain ground rules when they are at your house. That and that there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But I think maybe the friends feel like you're being a little bit micromanaging. I don't know, like that. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about what the friends are saying about you. But I don't know about the self-sacrificing part. I guess they see you as someone who is very unselfish. You're someone who thinks of others before you think of yourself. You take care of others before you take care of yourself, and that might be the savior complex. They might actually think you have one, like that you have a savior complex, and that might be something they have said to your person, but maybe deep down your person was not really. It wasn't having the effect that they thought it would have, because your person might actually like that about you, that you care about people to the point where you want to help them better themselves, you know. I'm going to shuffle a little bit more about what the friends are saying about you. Okay, 5 of Swords. Okay, it's not a great card, I'm not gonna lie. But it does make sense with this energy. Like, they see you as trouble because they see you as someone who can change their situation, that you could have an impact because you have such a strong will, and that you have a good grasp on the person on your mind, that you can change the pace of their life. But that's also going to change the friend's life in a way, because you know, you're kind of picking up the pieces. You're helping this person. You're helping the person on your mind. You're picking up the pieces, picking up the thread, like where like something was lost, something was broken, and you're taking up, like you're picking up the pieces and trying to put them together. And trying to help this person become a whole person again. And that's just the most beautiful thing. Yeah, some people might say that that's a savior complex, or that, you know, that you're just trying to change this person or whatever. This person is broken. In a way, of course, maybe there's something wrong with wanting to fix somebody. But if you know you can, if you know that, like this gets such a bad reputation, you know, people have so many, like, it is kind of like a cliche, and people have something against people who want to fix another person. Like, why is that a bad thing? If this person has like trouble with demons, unhealed wounds, things that they have been trying so hard to try to heal, but, you know, they've been healing it the wrong ways, and they've been, you know, surrounding themselves with people who actually wanted them to stay wounded, stay broken, stay unhealed, because they could then, you know, be together in that misery. Like, misery loves company, and that's what I'm getting from the friends, is that they just wanted, like, they still want their friend to not grow up, to not change. So, but they see you as someone who's trying to pick up the pieces. They see that, you know, your person, they are a lost battle. They are a lost battle that, you know, it was lost. They were lost a long time ago. It didn't work out the way that they want. Like, their life has had so many downs, very few ups, if that makes sense. Like, and you know, and this card here, when it's like in the Rider-Waite, it's like in the Rider-Waite, it's someone who's picking up swords after a lost battle, you know. And this is what I'm seeing, that that their friends are saying about you, that you're someone who picks up the pieces, that you're a fixer. You want to fix things. But they might think that you're looking for a project, and that they might be saying this to their friend, that maybe the person on your mind is just a project to you. And they might have said that. So they have a lot to say, but I feel like they haven't actually met you, or they might have met you but very briefly, or they don't really know you. That's what I'm sensing. I'm going to shuffle some of these Gypsy Oracle cards just to get a little bit more information about what the friends are saying about you. Okay. Money reversed. Well, I don't know, like they might be saying that you don't have any money. But I'm not really getting the feeling that your person has a lot of money either. So what's the deal here? Like, I don't think you're after this person's money. And I don't think the friends think you're after their money, but I don't know why this is something that even needs to be mentioned, because I feel like this connection is actually beyond financial like the financial aspect is just not really the core of this connection. I feel like it's deeper than that. I feel like this connection is much deeper. I don't know though. I'm gonna have to shuffle. Like, it could also be that, you know, because you're a very self-sacrificing person, you might not have a lot of money because you're giving all your money away to other people, or you're helping people out financially, to the point where maybe sometimes you don't really think about yourself. Queen. Okay. It says, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. It makes sense. I think they see you as someone who has like a little bit of that authority figure in you, like that you might have the authority to control people, but you choose to use this authority not to control them for selfish reasons, but to protect them from either themselves or from influences that are not good for them. So they might see that, but I feel like the friends don't quite realize that they are actually the problem, that they are actually the ones that you're maybe trying to protect your person from, possibly. I'm not sure if this is going to resonate with all of you, but I'm just getting the feeling that for many of you, you could probably agree that the friends are a part of the problem here, that they have friends who are not very good influence on your person. So but the funny thing is that, you know, they do realize this about you though. They realize that you are protective, and they realize that you have this, you know, you have this nurturing being. You're very supportive and very caring. But it also, like the shadow attributes of this card, it says controlling and demanding. So there is that in it too, that they realize maybe that there is like two sides to you, that you have this protective energy. You're very nice and sweet and friendly when you talk, like when they talk to you, but they have this feeling that behind closed doors you're controlling and demanding. Maybe because that's what they've heard, because how else would they know? But the thing is that don't get upset that your friend might be throwing you under the bus towards their friends. Because if that means that it helps them create distance that they need, then it's a means to an end. Maybe it's okay. Like, maybe it doesn't matter what the friends think of you in all of this. If you can see that the result is the same, that that the person on your mind is getting out of this rut that they have been in. Like, maybe that's a small sacrifice, if that makes sense. Because you don't care about what these, like, I don't think you really care that much about what the friends think of you. Because maybe you don't respect these friends, and maybe you can't really see yourself ever hanging out with these friends whatsoever, because you don't really like them, and they don't do anything other than smoke weed or drink or do drugs all day or whatever, like, or play video games all day, or, you know, that they don't seem like anyone that you would like to hang out with. I'm just not getting that feeling. Okay, servant. It says delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. And this is the funny thing, is that, you know, they see you as a threat to the status quo because you could end up giving this person standards, you know, making this person realize they deserve more than what they're getting from their friends, and what, like, this life that they have right now, that they deserve more than that. And that is scary to them. But they see you, even though they see you as controlling and demanding, a little bit domineering, they see you as overall a very good person, you know, a self-sacrificing person, a person who has a very protective energy, very caring energy, that you serve others with a free and loving heart. They see you as someone who has a good heart. So they acknowledge that, but they also have to bitch about it a little bit, you know, because they feel like you're taking away their friend from them. So I feel like that's what I'm sensing. But they have a good impression of you for the most part. So but I don't know with the money reversed. It also says the shadow attribute of the servant, it says using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward in life. So I don't know if this is kind of in correlation, but, you know, I don't know if this is going to resonate with all of you, but I'm getting that maybe you don't care about finances. You know, you're maybe not a very shallow person, maybe not a very materialistic person. You don't really care about, you know, fancy cars or something like that, that it just doesn't really have that appeal maybe to you. And maybe you would rather have some kind of hippie lifestyle, living off the grid somewhere, you know, I don't know. And maybe they feel like that's why you have chosen to spend time or to be with the person on your mind. That maybe you feel like you have to find someone who's like-minded, but that maybe by finding someone who's like-minded, someone who's maybe also a little bit of a free spirit, someone who has this hippie kind of mentality, then you kind of have to lower your standards to maybe be with someone who is a druggie, someone who is taking psychedelic, acid, whatever, I don't know. Someone who's experimenting with drugs and weed and all of that, that it's kind of a package deal. And especially like that sometimes you can't really get someone who's free-spirited without having that aspect. That maybe they also want kind of talk about how you need to realize that it has to, like, that you can't, you know, can't be with someone who is a free-spirited person without also dealing with that aspect. It just seems like that's maybe something they might have said. I don't know if it, that it shouldn't have come as a surprise to you that that was a package deal, that it was a part of it. Or maybe that if you don't have a lot of money, they might think that this is the only type of person that you like, that you're taking also with the Five of Swords. It's also a leftovers card about leftovers, and maybe they feel like you're only with the person on your mind because they were the only one left, or that they were the leftovers, that you kind of lowered your standards for this, and maybe that the only reason why they think you have low standards is maybe because that you're not very well off financially. I don't know. Like this is absolutely making no sense. I realize that it. I don't know what this is about. I'm quite puzzled with the money reversed, and this card also saying lack of money. It's something like maybe they have said. Maybe they have just talked about your finances and said that you're not very well off, that you're not a very wealthy person. I don't know what that has to do with anything, though. But I guess it might have just come up in conversation randomly. Of course, sometimes people say stuff without it having any, meaning. Like sometimes people just say things. So I think sometimes I try to find the deeper reason to why they say it, but I think there is no deeper reason. So I think that's all I have for you, group number 3. I hope this reading was helpful, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 4. You chose this, the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 4? The people who will choose group number 4. What do the friends of the person on group number 4's mind tell the person on group number 4's mind about group number 4? What are the friends saying about group number 4 to the person on group number 4's mind? They think you're hot, and they have said that. They've said that you are very good looking. I feel like the friends have seen a photo of you, and they said that that's a great photo. You're very attractive. So they have definitely talked about your looks, that you are a good looking person. I'm going to shuffle and see what the cards have to say about what the friends have been saying about you. Okay, Son of Pentacles reversed. So I'm getting that the friends might not have talked that much about you. I feel like it's mostly because, I don't know, like they don't have a lot of patience for that sort of thing. Like they don't sit around and have deep felt conversations about other people or about feelings or how someone feels about another person or whatever. Like they don't have those conversations. And I'm getting that, the only thing that the friends have said about you is that you're very attractive, you're very good looking. They would hit that if they had the chance, So I feel like they have just talked about superficial stuff, like shallow stuff about you, But that's mostly because, you know, they ain't got the time for like a longer conversation. Like, they might even say, like, what is there to say about, like, they have, I don't think they have met you. And I don't think the person on your mind is a sharer. I don't think they share anything with their friends about you, like, personally, like about things that have happened between you two or conversations that you've had or anything like that. They don't talk about that. So this is going to be a short reading because I'm getting the feeling that, you know, there's not a lot of conversation that I'm able to download, because, you know, it's not like there is, like, it was a very short conversation about your looks, and it was positive though. So I'm going to shuffle a little bit more just in case there might be something that they could be saying about you. Okay, the Fool. So the Fool is the 0. And the 0 is, you know, before something happens, you know, it's early stages. It's very early stages, to the point where nothing has actually happened yet. So I feel like for most of you, you're asking about a person that you haven't had a lot going on with. You haven't really talked that much with this person. I feel like it must be someone who is maybe a crush, someone you have a crush on or something. It just feels like early stages. So maybe they don't talk about this because there really isn't anything to talk about. There hasn't been anything that happened that is, you know, interesting enough to discuss with their homies. You know, it wasn't really something to write home about. It's not because it wasn't good, or like if you have had something with this person, like had a conversation with them, it might have been a very deep and heartfelt conversation. I don't know, but it just doesn't seem like something they are gonna be sharing with people. Like, why would they tell people about that? And it's also between the two of you, so it's none of their business. So I think your person just hasn't really, you know, shared much. So but as soon as there is something, I feel like, you know, maybe get back later, like when you actually, you know, maybe do some more things with this person, or like get into more conversations, or maybe get a little bit, you know, get some things going on with this person. Like if then I feel like you can come back and maybe see if there's one of the other groups that might catch your eye at that time, because I'm just getting with the 0, it seems like there's not enough. It's not enough. There's not enough here. There's not enough substance. It's 0. There's nothing here at the moment. But not that they like, I feel like for some of you, they have seen a picture of you, they thought you were hot, but it was that's the most I can get out of this, is that they thought you were hot. But they didn't have a conversation, a full conversation about you. So, in a way, you almost don't exist for the friends. So, with the 0. I know that that's a little bit harsh, but, you know, it's just, to them, you're just a picture. So, with the Father of Swords, I feel like the person, especially if your person is male, the person on your mind, if it's a man, this person does not talk about, about other people when they're not in the room to defend themselves. Like, they don't share private information about people. They're not someone who chats about people. This person is also just not a gossip. They don't gossip about people. They talk about other things when they are with their friends. They talk about politics, or they talk about philosophy, or they talk about video games, or they talk about, movies, or like they talk about other things. Maybe they also don't have friends that they feel close enough to be able to have these conversations about love, or about, other people, or romantic interests, or something like that. It just doesn't seem that's what is going on in this friend group. So that's just what I'm sensing. It's like the Father of Swords is a little bit of a coldness when it comes to emotions. They don't talk about emotions. They might see it as a weakness as well, to kind of talk about that. Like, they are very stoic, or I don't know, like, it's just I'm going to shuffle some of these archetype cards just to squeeze the lemon a little bit, just to see if there is something. But for the most part, I just don't think there has been a lot that has been discussed about you with the friends. Okay. This card here, the Pioneer, you can see that this is a light bulb, and the light bulb is the thoughts, it's like that thing, the light bulb that starts shining, like it turns on when there is a thought or an idea in the head, and there's a little heart here. There's a heart within this light bulb. But the heart within the light bulb is only in the light bulb. It's only in the thoughts. It's only in the mind. And it's because it's an idea, but this person doesn't disclose their ideas with people. They keep that hidden. They keep that in their mind. And they might also cherish it within their mind, They might have even shown their friends a picture of you, not saying that you were anyone that they were romantically interested in, but just to kind of get their opinion. Like, they might have shown this picture, like, what do you think of this person? Like, what do we think? Like, just without any context, without telling them who you were, or what you like, who you were to this person, like nothing like that. It was just, out of curiosity, like, what do we think, But it's like I don't think they have, talked about their emotions with their friends. They have only thought about how they feel about you. They have never, voiced it to their friends. And I think it's also because this person feels like whenever they say something out loud, it's like it can take away from it, And I think they keep certain things to themselves because they want to cherish it. They want to protect it. Because they're afraid that if they say it out loud, it might be torn into pieces by maybe their friends, because their friends might be very critical, or might be. I'm not getting a critical energy because they have never actually told their friends that they are romantically in love or has romantic feelings for you, or has and I know that some of you might not even be asking about a romantic connection, but I do think there is something here, because I think they have, there is something in their thoughts. They have you in their thoughts. They are thinking about you, and in a romantic sense. So yeah, but they're not going to tell anybody. This is too important for that sort of thing to be telling people, But they do seem to have some feelings for you. So even if this is very early stages, I do feel like there is some chemistry here between you and this person. So, yeah. But I think that's all I have for you, because I don't think there are any conversations here between your person and their friends about you. So, and the friends don't know you, they don't really know you exist, they have only seen a photo, that's it. So that's just what I'm sensing. So thank you for watching, and have a great day, and bye. Hello, group number 5, you chose this Tarot of a Moon Garden tarot deck, and I'm going to start with some channeling, and then I'm going to shuffle the cards for you. So I'm going to do the channeling now. So Spirit, can you answer this question for group number 5, the people who will choose group number 5? What do the friends of the person on group number 5's mind say to group number 5's person, the person on group number 5's mind, about group number 5? What are the friends saying about group number 5? Okay, I'm sensing that they're not saying much, and especially not now. I feel like this is maybe a no contact situation. I feel like you haven't talked to your person in a while. I feel like for some of you it might have been years since you actually talked to the person on your mind. For others of you it might have been a few months, but I just feel like this is a no contact situation. And so I feel like the friends are not saying anything. They used to maybe say some things, maybe right after you two cut ties with each other. I don't know, they might have said something about it. They might have wondered why you two were not in contact anymore, I feel like they might also have wondered why it went down the way it went down. I don't know. I feel like for some of you, this connection might have just fizzled out naturally. Or you might have, there might have been something that got in the way of this connection. Maybe the pandemic, or maybe you moved away, or maybe you changed your major, or something happened and you two just stopped talking after that. It could have been them who just moved away or whatever, I don't know, but it just seemed to fizzle out. And so if that's the case, I don't think they had much to say about that. But I feel like if it happened a little bit more dramatically, which I'm getting for some of you, is that it didn't end on good terms. I feel like maybe some of you were in an argument with this person, and maybe it even ended up with you blocking this person on Facebook or unfriending them on Facebook or something. I don't know. It's very specific for some of you. It might not be for all of you. But yes, I feel like that there's a little bit of a dramatic thing, like that it was a dramatic exit that you made or whatever. I don't know, but I think they might have seen it that way, that it seemed maybe like an overreaction to them, but that's because they have only heard your person's side of the story. And so they don't know what went on before you cut ties with them. So, and I don't think the person on your mind would tell them what they did, So they might just say that they don't know what happened, that it just happened randomly and that it was completely out of the blue, they might have even said that you had a tendency to have these mood swings, which is kind of irritating, but that they would say that because I feel like it wasn't mood swings. Some people just have mood swings because the person that they are talking to are frustrating. Their mood might be okay, and then they say something and then the mood drops because this is a stupid thing to say. Like, stop doing that. Stop being like this way. Like, why would you do that? Like that. So that's the ups and downs. So this person might have described you as like a switch that you could just turn on and off like a switch. But the thing is that a switch doesn't turn off and on by itself. Someone is operating that switch, and they did that. I feel like you were reacting to things that they were doing. So I feel like, but of course they can't say that to their friends, so they are just like oblivious to whatever happened. Like why it happened the way it happened. They don't know, like that it wasn't their fault. In their narrative, the way that they present the story, it wasn't their fault. Okay. Yeah, but I'm getting that when you two were in contact with each other, I'm getting the feeling that the friends was kind of confused with the whole thing. Like that it was a confusing connection. They didn't quite know what this was. I think they might have asked your person, like, what is this? And like, I think the person on your mind was also quite bad at describing what it was back when it was something. I don't know what it was. Like, I'm as confused, but like, I don't know what this thing was. I don't know if you were in a relationship together or whether this was a friendship or what it was, but it was. I'm just getting that they talked about it as being confusing, that they didn't know what it was. And so they might have gotten this feeling that it was like an off again, on again kind of relationship, that it was kind of hot and cold, a little bit like a love-hate kind of thing. I'm going to shuffle and see what the cards have to say about what the friends were saying back then, back when you were in contact with them. What were the friends saying about you? Okay. I'm getting that they, like, when you two parted ways, I'm getting that the friends thought you just ghosted this person. They might have used that phrase, that you ghosted them. And or that's maybe what your person might have said to them, that you were just ghosting them. I'm not sure if that's true, but if it is, I think there was a good reason. With the Queen of Swords, I think I think the friends might have, okay, and with the Three of Swords. Okay. And the Six of Wands, Six of Wands and Five of Cups. So kind of off again and on again. It's a very confusing energy. With the Six of Staffs and Three of Swords together, it feels like, you know, you might have, like, at some points they were getting the feeling that your person was almost idolizing you, talking about you with such high regards, you know, and also that your person was describing you as very smart, like that you're very smart, very educated, you know, very logical, which they found funny a little bit later when your person started talking about, like, especially during the time when either, like, this is only the message for those of you who blocked this person or who ghosted this person or walked away in anger from this person because you felt like this person was not treating you the way that they should be treating you, like that sort of thing. If that's the case, which I'm sensing is not for everyone, but if that's the case, I feel like the friends didn't quite find it to add up. Like, because they were getting this feeling that from the person on your mind, they were describing you as insane, or like that you were insane for just suddenly ghosting them or blocking them, like that you were not completely right, you know, like that there must be something wrong with you almost. And they didn't quite understand that because they had also, like, before they praised you for being so logical and so sane, basically, like that you are very smart, very educated, that you that they didn't quite understand, like, why are you suddenly so erratic or so insane, or like that just doesn't add up. So I think maybe they were getting that, like, getting a little bit of a feeling that maybe they needed to take this person's words with a grain of salt. But they did see that their friend got heartbroken over this, that this was devastating, that so they did see they did see that this was affecting their friend. And of course, when they were seeing their friend being quite affected by all of this, it of course made them feel like you were maybe the villain of this, since you were the one who walked away. But still, they felt like maybe this person was also a little bit bitter and saying a lot of stuff about you that may or may not have been true, you know? So I don't know, I'm getting ex vibes. I feel like for some of you this might be an ex of yours, someone that you broke up with or whatever. I don't know. I feel like if you broke up with this person, I think this person actually tried to spin it in a way where, even though they were devastated by this. I think they tried to tell their friends that it was actually them who broke up with you or something, or that it was a mutual decision or something, but that just didn't add up with them either, because if it was a mutual decision, why were they so devastated about it? Like, it didn't add up. And why, like, especially because I feel like maybe a few months after the breakup, they might have gone to their friends and said to their friends that they wanted to make it right with you, or that they wanted to reconcile with you, and they might have been confused by that, because, well, they should be angry if everything they had said about whatever went on with you, they should be angry at you for whatever happened. So why would they want to, like, that? It just doesn't add up. And that's because I feel like this, and that's maybe the confusion that your person's friends are feeling, is that they are confused by this person, because this person says a lot of things that doesn't quite make sense. Like, there are plot holes in the stories. And it's because this person fabricates. I think this person fabricates and makes themselves look better when they, like, especially because, like, if you block this person and if you just ghosted them, you were out of the picture. They could spin this story in whatever direction they wanted to. So they could say whatever. And they knew that they would never get caught, And so I think they might have made you out as the villain, and that they were just the blameless victim of all of this, and they just didn't know, and that it was, that you were just, that it was just so hard to get you because of all the mood swings. It was so hard for this person to follow your energy when it was always changing up on them or whatever. I don't know. So, yeah. With the 5 of Cups, I feel like maybe the friends, they thought of this, I think they thought of this connection as something that was never gonna happen anyways. I think they didn't quite see anything here. Like, I think they were not really rooting for this, mostly because it just, to them, it seemed a little bit too much off again, on again, for their taste. I think it was confusing. So, and if this is not a romantic connection, then I just feel like maybe the friends are like, they definitely seem to be telling this person that they shouldn't contact you, because whatever happened, it was a little bit of a toxic friendship, or if it was a friendship, I feel like they see it from the perspective that your person was presenting. So of course they would believe that it was a toxic connection, because that's what they described it as. So I think they have just, told this person that, okay, if it was so toxic, why are we talking about it? Why are you still kind of, and I am getting that feeling that this person is still, like, or maybe not now, but they used to be for like, especially if this is like something that happened 4 years ago. I feel like 2 years ago, they were still talking about this. They were still talking about, you know, trying to get in contact with you, you know, making it right, whatever. And I think the friends were like, hold on, why would you even want to go there? And that's because, you know, they were not telling the truth. So the friends didn't get it. The friends didn't understand the appeal of this connection, because that's like they didn't really know what it was, because they have been getting this fabrication only. It makes sense, but I feel like at this moment now, like the friends are not talking about you, and they're not talking about you with their friends, because at some point enough is enough. And I think the friends were just like, you know, don't like, we're not going to talk about this anymore. What's done is done. Like, it's over. And even if this was not a terribly toxic connection, even if it was just a connection that fizzled out naturally because of other things that were happening at the time, you know, I think they might see this as an obsession, that maybe the person on your mind had this obsession that they wanted to discover something here or investigate whatever this was. And, you know, they might, like the friends, I feel like a lot of dismissive energy from their friends, where their friends were like, you know, that's something that happened a long time ago. It doesn't seem like this person is interested in a reunion with you. Like, it doesn't appear that way. Like, if this person wanted to, they would have, you know. So don't, like, I think I'm getting that feeling that, you know, that the friends have not been very supportive of a reunion. So I'm going to shuffle and see if there is some more information. Friend reversed. So the friends are, the friends used to talk about you as someone who wasn't a friend, you know, that you didn't seem like a good friend to this person. And again, I feel like that like there are different truths here. You know, you have your truth, they have their truth, and then there is the truth, but then there's also the fabricated truth, the truth that they actually try to push to their friends, like that they were forcing some kind of narrative. And yes, in that narrative that they fabricated to their friends, you're not a friend in that, because they have only talked about you as someone who didn't care about them, and that you were running hot and cold, and that you were just, I don't know, and that you just ghosted them at the end when they needed you the most, possibly. Or that's maybe how they try to present it. So I'm going to shuffle some of these archetype cards just to get a little bit more information about what the friends are or used to say about you back when you two were in a connection. Okay, with a networker, it says enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. I'm getting the feeling that there might have been some information that was shared, maybe about this connection. Of course, everything can look bad if it's taken out of context, you know, so, and that's kind of manipulative. I'm getting that feeling. I'm not saying that your person is manipulative, or maybe I am, especially if this is an ex of yours. I just feel like this person has, you know, taken screenshots of something that you wrote in to them, like in Facebook Messenger or something like that, WhatsApp or whatever. I don't know, like that. There was this text message or something where you might have said something. I don't know what it was, but again, it was taken out of context. And then they showed that to their friends. And the friends, of course, agreed that that's not a real friend. That's not what a real friend would say. And so I think they got some of that, you know, they got some support from their friends, where the friends were like, you know, forget about this person is not good for you. And yeah. With this card here, the Virgin reversed, it says, the shadow attribute, it says fear of intimate union. And I don't know if they see you as someone who has intimacy issues, or issues with commitment, or issues with getting close to a person, or I don't know, that maybe you're avoidant, that you have an avoidant personality, that, or that's maybe what they thought at the time, because you might, maybe when you ghosted this person, or blocked this person, or walked away from this person, they might have told the person on your mind that it was maybe because you had avoidant personality disorder, that it was that you just had to just attach yourself because, or detach yourself because it got too serious, or it got too close, or that it became like too intimate, or too, you know, I don't know, like that you ran away because of that. But I just don't think that was the case. Or maybe it was for some of you, that maybe some of you ran for the hills because it started to become a little bit too crowded, or like not crowded, a little bit too claustrophobic or something, that maybe there was something about this person that I don't know, like maybe I'm not ruling it out, that maybe some of you could be a little bit more avoidant. Like I know, like I'm a very avoidant person. Like I run if something gets like, or I don't know if I'm avoidant, or I feel like maybe sometimes I get caught up in something where I don't say no right at first, and then I get kind of stuck, and then I suddenly feel like I'm leading the person on, and then I feel uncomfortable because I feel like, oh God, I've got, like, now I'm getting to that point where it's the point of no return, where now I need to be committed into this, because otherwise I've been leading this person on for this whole time, and I don't like that. I don't want to be that kind of person. But it's mostly because I didn't really make it clear at first, that maybe I didn't quite see it that way, or that maybe I I don't know, or I don't know if this is the same kind of situation that you had with this person. I'm not sure what this connection was, but I just feel like the friends think that some of the issues that you two had were because of your fear of intimate union. And I don't know if that's true, but it might also be what your person tried to feed them with, said that that's probably the issue. That you were probably to blame for why this ended up the way it ended up, and it had nothing to do with them. It was your fear of intimacy. So I know this is a negative reading. I get the feeling that some of you might feel like it's a little bit too negative, but the thing is that I feel like many of you have distanced yourself from this connection, and I feel like that's maybe good. I feel like maybe this, like, even if this wasn't a connection where you deliberately tried to create this distance, if it just fizzled out because of the pandemic, or because you changed your major or moved to another city or whatever, if it fizzled out, it might have fizzled out for a reason. It might have been spiritually guided, Maybe this was always meant to be. It was maybe never meant to be you two. Or you two were never meant to be in each other's lives. So there were all these environmental factors that were playing into your connection and making it impossible for a union between you two. And that you need to pay attention to that, and pay attention to the signs that this was never meant to be. So whatever the friends think, that doesn't matter, You're not going to meet them again. I don't think so. Like the friends, I don't think you're going to meet the friends again. So whatever, like, it doesn't matter what they think. They're not going to be a part of your life. And maybe some of you find that to be sad, especially if you feel like this is the one that got away or something. It wasn't. Like, this one got away, but it wasn't the one, So I'm gonna end the reading here. So thank you for watching, and have a great day, and bye.